Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for August 2025. Let's get your theme card for the month and get stuck straight into it. Hostilities. Okay. We're not happy about that. There's hostilities, which means someone is being not pleasant around you, and they could be backstabbing. It could be out and out hostilities. I'm assuming, having got this card, that you probably hear me say this and think, yes, I know who that is, because it's a hostile card. If you don't know what's going on, open your eyes, Taurus. There's something going on around you that we don't like, okay? It's not the sort of card where we're just going to say, all right, those people saying and doing those things, let them do it. We don't really care what they think. This is the sort of card where we go, no, boundaries. You're not going to talk about me like that. You're not going to behave around me like that. And you're not going to put me down like that. Okay? Let's have a look what the tarot says. Alrighty, so it's pretty clear what's going on here. I can see I've got my Queen of Swords. She's such a problematic person, my Queen of Swords. It does look like you are going to leave these things behind you, but there's a bit of a process that we have to go through first. I'm going to probably stick with work and around the home when I talk about this situation. So I hope that makes sense to you. Just listen to that with your perspective around that. Now, if this is a work situation, I do have someone being very critical, jealous, critical, controlling around you at work, and I feel like you've been backed into a corner. So this hostilities has got you backed into a corner and you're not quite sure how to get out of it. It's very frustrating. I'm looking at this, I'm thinking I'm really frustrated about this. There's someone here who does not have your best interests at heart. Leaving the situation is the best option. It's interesting because I'm looking at the start of August and I think, Taurus, you need to leave this situation immediately. But then I look at it and I think, no, you're not going to do that though. You're going to hang around and feel trapped when you can get up and go whenever you feel like it. I understand it's way more complicated than that in a lot of situations. I do get that. But you're never without free will, and you can always move to a different situation if it calls for it, and this actually calls for it. I'm going to go down an interesting path here too, because there does seem to be someone around you who has got this addictive personality as well, and that also is happening around the home or the workplace. I hope that makes sense. Lots of little layers to this one this month, Taurus. So if you're working in a place that seems toxic, I'm completely agreeing with you here, by the way. If you think it is, it is. If your home life seems toxic and there's drugs or alcohol or gaming or whatever the addictive behavior is, and you're thinking that isn't right, I'm agreeing with you, it's not right. Taurus, you've got to get off your butt and move and do something different. At the end of this spread, I've got an 8 of Cups. You are moving away from this situation, and there is sadness here around this too. My 8 of Cups, I don't mind it because we're moving on to the next stage, but it still has some sadness around it and we're leaving things behind. It's our history. It's something that we're used to, even though we shouldn't be used to this sort of treatment. I also wouldn't be surprised, Taurus, if there's movement, actual movement to relocations coming through here as well. There's lots of feeling trapped and yet walking away. And you're feeling trapped because of the people around you. And unfortunately, we allow ourselves to get trapped in these situations. I'm not blaming you at all, but these things sneak up on us and then all of a sudden we think, fuck, how'd I get here? And now I feel like I can't get out of here. You actually can. So I'd love to give you a little bit of a pep talk now, saying I've got the Chariot in here saying you are going to ride off into the sunset and conquer the world. You are on the right path when you move away from this situation. You are going to find balance and peace and calm on the other side of this. Yes, it's frustrating. Yes, you feel trapped. And there's a whole host of other emotions around this. If you continue to put up with this behavior, it's just going to continue to happen. This does require for you to move yourself out of that and into something else. This person isn't going to stop, basically. What I'm saying. You have to take yourself out of this toxic situation. They're not going to go. You're the one that has to do it. So whilst that all seems a tad alarming a little bit, it's actually a really good spread. I've got new beginnings. You've got this. You are not trapped. You have free will. You can move away from this situation whenever you want to. Frustrating, yes. Satisfying, also yes. Okay, the age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes, so maybe it's time that you have to stick up for yourself, and in previous lifetimes you've never done that, and now you've got to do it, and now you've got to actually think, no, this ends now. I'm going to make these changes. Maybe in past lives you weren't able to speak your truth or move or have the freedom to do whatever you wanted to do. And in this lifetime, you're able to do that. So let's break this cycle in this lifetime. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, would you do it? Yeah, I think we all would. I think the answer to that question for everybody is a big fat yes. And you are being supported. This card is saying that you're being supported from the other side, from your spirit guides, family members, and a masters on the other side, helping you make this transformation into the age of light. Really like this. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Another big card. So at the end of August, by the time you get to the Eight of Cups here, which is you leaving everything behind, you're going to find that it's a whole new place for you. It's different. We're going to leave the hostilities behind. Wouldn't that be nice? To not have to watch your back all the time and just live each day as it comes, instead of wondering who's saying what and what's happening and looking over your shoulder all the time. Ancestral alchemy. Fascinating. Do you know why? Because it's come right over the top of, if you knew you would be supported, would you do it? Which is being supported from the other side. And then ancestral alchemy is a similar card. Your ancestors are with you, helping you be an alchemist of your own life, magicking up this next version of your life. You do have to put the work in and you have to do something, but you're being supported by the other side and for generations back in your ancestry. Wow. See all the skulls on there? That's all your ancestors. That's a bit morbid, really, having skulls there, but you know what I mean. That's all your ancestors coming through to help you, and you need to honour that. If you don't honour it, things are probably going to get worse. Just saying. Love card, long distance. Love knows no distance. It transcends time and space. Okay, so if you're single, are you looking at someone who might be a distance away? Maybe you need to go further in your search for love, go outside of your comfort zone when it comes to the actual distance away from you. And if you are currently in a long distance relationship, then it transcends time and space. So we're not going to worry too much about the distance for now. We're just going to live in the moment and let that come through. Okay, Taurus, that is your reading for August 2025. You've got this. Don't let people disrespect you anymore. That's done. We're finished and we're over it. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye.